Let's join Norman Wilton in the McCall's magazine kitchens, where he is just finishing a cluster of grapes on a truly elaborate cake. Now, of course, you won't start your cake decorating with anything quite so ambitious. Better to begin with an easier decoration, like this simple cake border, which you can do almost at once. First step is to make a decorating cone out of strong paper, or buy one of the inexpensive plastic types now on the market. Snip off the bottom of the paper cone to provide an opening for the decorating point. The points come in many sizes and shapes, and you want to experiment as you go along. Fill the cone with cream frosting. Fold the cone neatly and grip firmly across the palm of your hand. You'll want to practice designs, and the easiest way to do this is on a flat pan or tray. The trick is in pressure control, something you will catch on to after a bit. Soon you'll be able to make graceful, even designs such as these. With patience, you can do anything, says our expert. All kinds of wonderful variations, including this very fancy fleur-de-lis pattern. Once pressure control is mastered, you're ready for working with color, which is a lot less complicated than it looks. For instance, try this combination. Brush blue liquid coloring along one inside surface of the cone, and yellow liquid coloring along the other inside surface. Scoop in thick globs of fluffy white cream frosting. It may look as though all the colors will blend themselves together, but don't worry, they won't. Each will remain separate from the other, and the result will be a beautiful striped effect in 3 colors, better than Technicolor. And here's how it looks. Vivid tri-colored lines and swirls, which you can make in many color combinations to suit various occasions. Now, for advanced students of cake decorating, we enter the realm of flowers, frosted flowers, that is. Start with wax paper on a spindle, which you can twirl. This time, the frosting in the cone is white, with a thin layer of purple coloring brushed onto one inside surface of the decorating cone. A flick of the wrist, a twirl, and what do you have? A purple-edged pansy, looking as if you just picked it from the garden. Switching to another flower favorite, we have the rose. Make it in the palest of pinks, or go wild with a deep red or a bright yellow. Each petal goes on individually. There, 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 until you can practically smell the intoxicating aroma of a real rose. Keep in mind, flowers must be allowed to harden before arranging them on the cake. Before long, you'll be able to brag about your green thumb for decorative gardening, at least on cake. Your repertoire can include these flowers and many more. Looks like the chest of a Mexican general. Easier than flowers is a tree, or at least a stylized Christmas tree like this one. As Mr. Wilton demonstrates here, take an ordinary ice cream cone, turn it upside down, and stipple it with blobs of green-tinted frosting, like this. It sticks easily and makes for a charming Christmas cake. On to wildlife and a swan motif. First comes the head, then a question mark, and a big blob of frosting for the body. Repeat the head and neck, and then another full swan. And finish the design with some suggestion of water to give a feeling of movement. Norman Wilton reaches the height of his art with this interpretation in frosting of a bird of paradise in flight. Beginning with one wing, he works gracefully and quickly into the tiny head, which stands up from the neck in a 3rd dimension. Now the other wing, and a few finishing touches to assure realism for this delicate creature of the sky. You'll find easy-to-follow lessons in cake decorating in the current issue of McCall's magazine. And in the meantime, Norman Wilton and the editors of McCall's say, thank you for watching, and here's to happy cake decorating.